Beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
Me too, me too, you can call me.
So, if you guys remember from the previous game, we all sat down and decided to try and make a plan for what you wanted to do next. This very quickly devolved into pain, rapidly in the span of about an hour and 45 minutes. We went from, Lucas had sex with Slia and Daniel in the same night, to Daniel's fucking dead and all of you guys aren't real. So, anyway, or are you? Who isn't real and who is real?
Who's real?
That's the question.
Real? Is life worth living? Today we answer these questions in one D&D session.
Today we'll exercise our radical freedom. Sorry.
So, basically, here is the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You all made your way to a tavern, which I named in the chat.
It's called... something Thorn, isn't it?
It's called...
The Naughty Elderberry?
Yes.
Right.
The Naughty Elderberry Tavern in the port of Ironstone. The Naughty Elderberry...
Why is it a Naughty Elderberry?
You have to ask the owner.
I think we should.
Wouldn't you like to know?
Naughty Elderberry Tavern, which now houses you all as you intended to get a long rest and figure out what to do from then. Things that happened. And Bluey Sparks decided to cast a little something, a little protection onto Ulster.
Protection and protection.
Indeed. And I know that we had some questions about that, Anna, that you sent me, and I will get to that in the session probably quite soon.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boy.
And yes, a spell which was aimed to protect them from fiends, fae, undead aberrations. Probably with the thought of thinking, well, undead, that's probably what's going to be most relevant, isn't it?
He said he's trapped and he's horrified. You know, he seemed horrified. So I was like, gotta help my friend.
And in casting this and opening the floor for this shadowy something, nothingness, which has been sort of pervading your whole time in this campaign, Bluey, to surround you, you find yourself with no one else around you but Ulster. As the entire world fades away and leaves just the two of you. The one thing you know you absolutely have to protect no matter what. And then, as if thrown from a dream, Aelin, or should I say Slia, you return to your life, waking up, taking tea with Danielle, helping her come to terms with the sad realization, but giving her comfort that, of course, the sickness that has followed her family will not pass on to their child. Except then you are thrown back again. And Bluey and Ulster were pulled out of this darkness, and Loran is different somehow when you all come back. And nothing has happened. Time seems to have jumped backwards slightly. And Bluey, you find yourself able to do that spell again without having done it at all initially.
I can just keep doing it.
As if everything's reset somehow to this point.
I thought Slayer was fine.
You thought Slayer was fine?
They did it so well.
You do it again.
Slayer's totally fine.
Totally fine.
Keep at it. You gotta learn stuff.
Slia is hurt.
Want to do it again, guys? Oh my god, that would be so fun.
Makes a save, a crucial save, which we'll get to. And Sparks, this time when the darkness takes hold, it is you, it is Ulster and Loran in this space. All else fades away. All the world's a stage. But 3 of you are real, it seems. At least you're real here. And for Slia being pulled from reality to dream, to reality to dream, unsure of which is really which, you are present near Melas, at the foot of Bluey's statue, when you see a shooting star fall through the night sky and like thread in a fine silk, it snags and puckers the fabric of the sky. And a message that tells you to stay away from the Ice Palace is the last thing you remember, and you remember. You take the pain, and you remember, because remembering hurts.
Well, now we have to go to the ice.
As all of you are drawn back to reality again. Not before Bluey you try and move, though. And you notice that the form you occupy in this dark space is larger and more unwieldy than before. I don't think I need to do anything else. The previous game ends with all of you in the tavern. Ulster and Loran holding each other. But not after he's berated you a bit. Sparks. So, I mean, Aelin, do you want to heal yourself, or are you just holding on to that pain or hiding it?
I think Sparks did a little bit of healing before.
You did a lay on hands already, didn't you?
Yeah.
Fab. That's great. So, you feel the pain kind of dissipate. You hold on to the memories. And strange, this is the only memory that you have of this other world. This fragment that doesn't make any sense. Ulster around is holding you.
I think Ulster is holding him back very tightly. And I think before Loran can really say anything, he'll just be like, can you stay a bit?
If you'll remember at the end of the previous game, Loran had said something to the effect of he needed to leave. And Ulster, I would like you to make a persuasion check with advantage, please.
Do I get advantage because I'm sexy?
Oh, that's definitely the reason.
Oh, so sexy.
Oh, so sexy.
Do you want to check?
Okay.
Mickey. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's going to keep happening.
I hope it doesn't.
17.
17. Okay. With 17, Loran nods, but holds you tightly and just says, it can't be for long.
How long?
He looks around the room as if he's searching for something. Ulster and Slia, what are your passive perceptions? I know yours is rather high. I can't remember Aelin's.
14.
17, 14. Okay, cool. And just humour me, Anna. Bluey's is
11.
11. No. Okay, so Ulster, you know what you're looking for. As you kind of look around this room, looking for the telltale signs of fragmentation of this room, reality falling apart. Sometimes it comes as golden threads. Sometimes it comes as shadows. It's hard to say when and which is which. There is a distinction, but at the moment you see, and then Slia, you notice it a little as well. This world seems to have shadows that are darker than the ones you're used to seeing. Where there is the absence of light, it is thick and heavy shadow. And every now and again, you see a little sparkle in the corner of your eye that you look, you try and catch, but you can't quite see. Seem to settle your eyes on.
I think Sparks considers like leaving the room, but doesn't want to be physically like out of the line of sight of Ulster.
Sure.
And so I think she checks out. I think she disassociates, and I think you see her crying.
There is, as you guys are having this moment, Slia, how are you reacting to all this?
Like Slia had like cleaned up the broken teapot, and I think at seeing like once everything is like reassembled and just put to the side, she'll go over and if Sparks will allow it, just kind of like, you know, that like mum thing where you just like rub somebody's shoulders to like try and like make them feel better, like ground them with that sense of touch.
Yeah.
I think, you know, she'd do a shuddering, okay, you know, like can't you know, try and.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
You exhale.
It's okay. You can keep crying if you need to.
Why is everybody crying? Oh, it's just, hold on. And also we'll pick up the freshly mended teapot and start making another one. I said I would make you tea, so I will do that. Where were we?
Loran looks just kind of down at the floor and then over at you, Sparks, and just... We were making a plan, weren't we?
So we have to go to Eldrelith.
Get this rot under control. Big Ed is spreading potions at an alarming rate, is he not? Great.
What tea would everyone like? Also, we'll start to pull different pots down.
What tea?
Everyone seems on edge, so I'm not going to make anything with caffeine in it. And he pulls out some herbal teas. It should be fine.
I think Aelin, sorry, not Aelin, I keep calling you Aelin in the session. Slia and Bluey and Loran are just all like, and also like, la tea. As you're making the tea, there's a knock. And Sarasa pops his head out from behind the door, followed by Danielle, who pops her head out from behind the door. And Sarasa just says, is everything all right? We heard the teapot smash and raised voices.
Teapot's fine.
That looks great. Can we have strawberry tea?
I'm sure we have strawberry tea. They This isn't even my kitchen. Am I stealing?
You're in a tavern,
Yeah, I
so
need
to make
ask
tea, I think what you've done is you've gone to like the minibar, the medieval minibar, which is probably just a barrel filled with rations. So you've got like a water skin and you're using a little bit of magic to heat it up. You found whatever, just like dried fruits they've given you, which is probably like cacao husks. They've given you dried coconut, dried apple, and let me think what else goes into you. Sweet blackberry leaves and some dried strawberries. That would be a great tea, I think.
I will mix these things and see what comes out.
Mm-hmm. As a tea connoisseur now, I do think that would be quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Ulster.
Mm-hmm.
Well, everyone seems really sleepy and tired, you know. Maybe we should get some rooms and everyone should rest whilst we...
Sarah said, ridiculous, we've just had a long rest, have we not?
No, that was at least several hours ago.
Okay, fair enough. Well then, how about I go get us all some dinner?
Yes.
Would anybody like to join me? Perhaps we can scope out the bar and see if there are anyone who knows about this here, Big Ed.
I'm going to make tea. No.
Great.
I'll join you.
Fabulous.
Sparks, did you want to come too? Or are you...
No, thanks. I think I'm good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Great. So just us two then, and Daniel, I assume. And Daniel goes, so cool, yeah. And the three of you go downstairs to the bar. It is relatively quiet. For a port town, this is a slightly more upmarket venue, so it doesn't attract the classic sort of sailors, you know, the powder monkeys, the deck jockeys. Disc jockeys. Powder monkeys and disc jockeys. Two very important roles on a ship, apparently. What am I thinking of? Deckhands. Why the hell did I say disc jockeys? You know what? Some of these, there's a party ship in town, and there's a surplus of disc jockeys now. It's like finely carved, like discs of different like metals and stones, which make different sounds. So, anyway, you guys go down. It's not too busy. It's a little more upmarket. There are nice, very clean little cubby holes to sit in. And there are a couple of customers at the bar. There's two sort of groups of what looks to be families, older families having a meal. And it's that kind of pub, you know, they brought their dogs. And you guys take your seat kind of in the, you know, you can sit where you like. Do you want to go up to the bar? Do you want to sit in the table?
I think Slia is following Sarazer and Daniel's lead.
Great. Well, Danielle chooses the cushy seats by the fireplace and puts up her feet and says to Sarazer that she's going to have anything that looks super yummy. And Sarazer says, absolutely. And Slia, can I get you a drink?
Honestly, just tea sounds good. It's like to keep a clear head, you know, since we are going to be working on things.
For sure. Well, he disappears off to the bar and leaves you just with Danielle. He sits forward and just says, you are really pretty, though. It's nice to have a friend who's a tiefling. Mostly.
Yes, it's a strange circumstance. Not quite belonging in either world.
Yeah, I guess I kind of like get it. Not really, but kind of, you know. Like when I was at the temple, it was so boring. I'm making up for it now, obviously, by being the most interesting person in the room. Well, not so interesting that I'm like, I look like I've got stars all over my face. That's pretty cool. And not so interesting that I'm a prince on, like, rebellion to leave his family behind and all that. Not so interesting that I'm, like a great paladin. Okay, so I'm kind of interesting. I measure up.
Daniel, you are the perfect amount of interesting that you
I
can
suppose
have.
somebody that wants to try and steal my ideas because I'm such a good author.
Exactly. And I'm sure that Lucas finds you plenty interesting.
Sorry you didn't win that battle, darling, but it's okay.
It was
We
not
can be
a
friends now.
contest.
Oh, you flatter me. And Saraza comes back, kind of bringing with him a tray of drinks, a tray of snacks, chocolate-covered strawberries, some crackers. And he says, as you return, I had a quick ask around at the bar. I didn't hear too much. Nobody seems to have seen a merchant. Cream egg. Lily's got a cream egg. Nobody seems to have seen a merchant of Big Ed's description around at least these parts, which is what we would have expected considering he went through the Green Sea so recently. And from a cursory glance, people here seem to be relatively unaffected. So hopefully, at least in this direction, the sickness isn't spreading too quickly just yet. But as it spreads, it will become more potent. I wonder if it might be best to try contacting some of the people we've met who may have deeper knowledge. Like, as Bluey, I believe, suggested, Clara.
We can certainly try if you think her knowledge can be trusted.
I don't know. We could always cross-check it with Dural's. What say you? If you look at this, and Saraza brings out his pocket map, pocket guide of a prayer. He says, if, say, Big Ed was choosing to travel via the most populated routes in order to spread the sickness as far as possible, it would make sense that he would have come to Ironstone, then to the Green Sea. There is another entrance through the Green Sea, just southwest of here. And he circles a point on his map. This could then allow him to infect the Green Sea, perhaps even travel through the Underdark, meet with his contacts, get to the Gauntlet regardless, and still end up in Eldralith. The fact that he missed Ironstone makes me think that, well, spreading as far and wide as possible isn't necessarily his goal, but spreading intentionally is his goal, which may be more sinister. This, I feel like, is probably something we can see from the fact that he attacked. A cat jumps up and just puts his tail on Cyrus's face. From the fact that he attacked the Gauntlet. What makes me curious is that we haven't had word yet that anywhere in Eldralith
He just punched me with his foot.
that anyone in Eldralith has seen him coming. I wonder if maybe he isn't heading to Eldralith, but is heading for somewhere to lay low, a different location entirely. And if he is looking for somewhere to lay low, perhaps he knows we're on his tail. He knows he's vulnerable, and he's looking for, well, a way out. We don't know what he did at the Gauntlet, except the fact that he released his potions and moved on. Or at least we believe he moved on.
I could always attempt to find my way to a seedier part of town and put on a disguise and see if I can't find anything else. Find any leads.
Might be something to do with our protection. If we could follow along beside you. I also wonder if it's worth contacting Giral and asking if there's anything in this location. And he sort of circles a large area on the map.
Giral's going to join us soon, right?
He's going to join. So he said in the previous game that he will be ready to act when you give him the signal to attack Eldrith. So he is waiting for you guys to feedback which target you guys want him to assassinate. He's not going to join you. He is going to hopefully take out one of these targets for you.
I reckon he should join us. I think he's a joy to have around.
Okay, but we've also got 50 billion NPCs at the moment. And I'm pretty sure Lucas is here as well. So, and I've just forgotten about him. Can anyone confirm that? Is Lucas here?
Lucas is here. And
Slay, okay.
Yeah.
Great. He is there as
Probably up
well.
in his room.
He comes down the stairs, tra-la-la-la-la, slips onto the sofa beside you and just says, you want to go to a seedier part of town?
He's found some washi.
Baz's favourite toy is washi tape. You want to go to a seedier part of town? That's all fine with me, but I will, I think I'll have to stay away. I look too wealthy.
I look too much.
Yes. Probably best to save that for people who can blend in.
Indeed. However, I can speak to my friends, put them in position so that, as suggested previously, I can go to the army and distract them, take them out, whilst you guys go for the big guns. Simultaneous coordinated attack, I believe, was the plan. Which was the plan you guys all discussed last
Very
session.
good at
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Well, all I really need is access to Eldrelith. Do you guys know anyone who could get us there super easily?
Or you can teleport us in, right?
I mean, Slayer just kind of like looks back over to the other the area of the room where Loran would have been.
You look up the stairs and down the corridor, back to where the rooms are. You look wistfully.
Yeah, I look wistfully into the distance. I'm pretty sure we know a guy.
Okay. Fab. So, with the army, which would mean... Who were their names? Birch and Willow Blackfeather would be basically dealt with via Lucas.
Zenith and Bloodborne
would be dealt with via Giral, which leaves Azkarak and whatever fucking dragon has taken over Eldrelith's watch in the castle. Up to you guys.
Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people.
Upstairs, intrusive thoughts. Like
You definitely had a Vocaloid phase. Come on. Do you? Please tell me you guys know that sound. Please tell me.
You know that about you?
No, you do know the sound. Are you British? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people. The only pound I need is when I'm pounding your mom.
I'm sending it to you. Hang on.
I've just been quoting that at Emma randomly. Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people.
I found it.
Excuse me? Are you British? Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people. Feel me outside the meeting in your mom. Excuse me?
Hatsune Miku does not talk to British people. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no.
Look at Mindara with this hair.
Mommy.
Yeah.
Slay. She's so beautiful. She's so beautiful. Okay. Long story short, you guys have sorted out a plan to deal with most of the obstacles that weren't as interesting as this conflict. Classic DM move.
Classic.
Great. Playing to all your NPC's strengths. Next on the list, however, is trauma. And as we finish our discussion of perhaps going to a seedier part of town to figure out Big Ed's location, we drift upstairs to Sparks, Ulster, and Loran. The three of you... Oh my god, Baz. Baz is so cute. He is attacking the washi tape.
With your washi tape, I hope you don't mind.
It's fine. I prefer him to be happy than for me to have nice things.
Sure.
No. Baz, give it back.
Oi, don't put it near my foot. He's already tried to eat me once today.
Got it. Sika! Okay. The three of you,
Oh no.
with Bluey disassociating, Loran and Ulster just trying to pretend things are normal, I guess, are in this space.
Thank
And
you. It is very nice.
I will bring tea to Sparks and be like, well, Sparks, you don't seem very, happy. So maybe I could move you to either a bedroom or a lounge area where you would be more comfortable than the kitchen floor. Don't do that, Buzz.
Are our rooms like next to each other? Is that
Oh.
Yes, they should be. I can take you upstairs.
I think you guys would have a fair few. Like, you are upstairs. You have rooms next to each other. So the room that you're in has like a adjoining door to the room that Daniel was in previously. So if you want to, you can kind of take Bluey there.
I will tuck Bluey into bed with tea and assure her that I'll be next door with Loran. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'm just going to talk to him about, married couple things that you talk about once you're married, like taxes and shared income. Very boring. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you can keep the concentration on that dry conversation. Yeah, thank you.
I will ruffle the scales.
You ruffle
And then-
Bluey's scales and you
Leave the room.
leave the room, closing the door behind you. Also, it closes with a click. Sparks, it closes with a heavy thunk.
That's weird.
You don't have to think about that though, do you? Doesn't mean anything, does it?
You wouldn't have mentioned it if it didn't mean anything.
Who acts first, I wonder?
There's no way for either of us to know that it's unusual that we heard something different.
Also, it sounds normal. Sparks. The fuck was
Just a bit
that?
loud and
Also, no, it sounds weird. Like a metal
does
door
it?
or like a very echoey loud door suddenly closing.
oh,
I'm going to go next door because I don't know that anything's weird.
I think she hops up and checks that she can like open the door because I think she'd want to like if it's normal then she would open it and then just like look out in the hall and then close. But
You turn the handle of the door and you pull it and it opens very easily. And there's sort of like cold on the other side and you look through and you recognize the space beyond. And kind of like the temperature is a little bit cooler, as if it's like got an AC going. It's really nice. There's like a nice wafting smell of freshly baked bread. There's a fire going in the corner. Low table
What is
filled
this place?
with tapenades and dips.
Fucking!
And you hear a voice from beyond just say, "Come on in. Don't be frightened."
Are they going to be safe?
They'll be fine.
Oh, um,
So cruel.
she'll try and get any sort of piece of paper and scroll like "be right back" on it and like put it on the
Dangerous
pillow.
words. They are ill-fated. Don't you know?
Just so she can get in the door. She just doesn't say anything and closes the door behind her.
You come on in. And Sorelaras motions to the table and says, I considered bringing you to my darkness, but I thought that might cause you to recall bad memories. And so I have brought you here. Somewhere I think you are far more comfortable, in a form that you are more comfortable in also.
So you know about that?
Oh, Sparks. It is my duty to know things. It is my life's work. And it is why I am able to live such the way that I do. And I want to speak with you.
You said it's kind of safe to say things in here that it isn't out there, right?
Safe to say things in here.
Sorry, can you say that again?
It's safe to speak in here, yes.
Okay. I was just trying to help.
No.
I don't want to hurt him. I don't want to hurt anyone. How do I do that when my instinct is to protect?
Sparks. I and others in your vicinity are doing you a favor. Right as we speak, we are making it easier for you to protect him. Your instinct is correct, and you should follow it. Of course, it furthers my own interests. But if I had to make a judgment, I would say that it is morally just to protect Ulster.
And do you know what I saw with him? That there was a version of him that seems trapped, and maybe he's trapped by some sort of aberration.
He smiles at you and says, you are doing very well with the information that you have. And I applaud you for how far you have come since gaining consciousness in this world. I don't think it's ever been possible for you before to act of your own accord. It's the first time for everything. The way I see it, Sparks, You need to think bigger. Much bigger. You and I are kin now. You have become like me. Not entirely, but closer to what I am here. And he touches his chest where their heart would be. Ulster does not need protecting from aberrations. Well, that's not true either. Yes, certainly you are in the realm of aberrations. Does need protecting from them. But he is also unnatural. Not meant to be here. Does that not make himself an aberration? I don't know. That's a philosophical question. What I do know is you need to protect him. You need to keep doing that as long as you can, and I think you're in the right path. Try not to overthink it, and you're a dragon now, so congratulations. Welcome to the family. Anything else?
Oh, that was so cute.
And no, I don't know why, and I don't know how, and I don't know if you can ever go back to being what you were before. But you are. I would accept it and move on.
Well, but I feel so real. This feels...
All right then. Lean forward.
Remember.
And he reaches out their hand and just says, this is probably a bad idea, but I'll do it anyway. And just touches you on the forehead. And you feel suddenly an entire weight. It was like the weight of a building on your shoulders. And you feel as you inhale that you are inhaling a hurricane, and you feel as you move each limb that you are an earthquake, and the scale of your body is insurmountable. Sorry. I need you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. What's the most dragon-like dice that I have? I'll do this.
I pass. You're looking for more washi tape?
That's an 18.
18. Good stuff. 2 points of psychic damage. Could have been worse.
Oh, okay. All right.
And Sorella watches you wince and then draws their finger away, and your body shrinks back into itself. Yep, so it feels very real. I didn't say I wasn't helping you. There are influences even I don't understand. But here, knowing everything that Loran has gone through, I feel compelled to make sure that your presence, at least, is a good influence.
When you say keep going, keep doing what you're doing, I don't want to hurt Ulster. I don't want to hurt Sleia. Are you able to tell me exactly what you mean?
Okay. Bluey Sparks, if you want to prevent this world from breaking, if you want to give Ulster any chance of going home, if you want to stop Lian Soon's mind from being assaulted, then you must simply do nothing. Do not act adversely to Ulster. Do not mention the issues that plague you all, the more astral ones. Don't deviate from the path, as Ulster describes it. All of these things will lead this world to a long and happy existence. You won't be able to help Ulster return home, but you'll keep him here. And if he's here, then he's not out there, where he will suffer. So ensure that he can go on those dates with Loran. Make sure no one close or special to him dies. Ensure his own survival. And do nothing that you would not do if this was not your reality and you weren't trying to save the world. How's that for clear?
So keep him trapped here because it's better than
Being trapped out there. Do you want to know
and he
something?
can't go home if he's here.
No.
And he belongs in a different here.
World entirely. Yes, precisely. And do you want to know something else? And this may influence you. I do not know where he is. I do not know where you are. I know you're here. I know this anomaly. I know it because Loran knows it and has access to it. That is all. I'm not omniscient and I'm not omnipresent. If you want my help, you should stay here. Because it took him 50 years to find this. And I don't know if he'll survive another 50, as he is. You certainly didn't. And Slia, in the real world, is part tiefling. Perhaps 200 more? And then when everyone else around, Zarina and Leander, when they pass, they won't be able to help. There is so much to think about, but I can help. And I will be here forever.
Are you saying that you had our location previously, but we've since moved and it took Loran a long time to seek you out, to let you know where we were?
Loran and I have been working on finding this place for a while. And yes, you've moved at an alarming rate. Ulster almost moved recently, actually. He was knocked out, I believe, in a pool of water and almost went to another world. But I think the two of you are the reason he came back.
So
There is no time.
We need to not die.
Definitely
So that we
not.
don't
That's a
lose.
surefire way to lose. Can't break the world. Like I said, do nothing. That would harm you. Now, on your way out, this door is going to swivel around, and I'm going to get 5 minutes with Ulster and Loran.
Okay.
Do you have any last questions for me? Because I cannot stay. Just as much as Loran cannot. I'm actually here to retrieve him, really. He's outstayed his welcome.
So the Ran I just saw isn't...
Did you not notice him in the darkness with you? He's real. For now. Just as real as I am.
Okay. We're making sure that Ulster doesn't die. And I'm helping to trap him, but that's only because if he moves, it'll be worse for him and for everything. And
Indeed.
okay. And in order for you to help us, we definitely can't move without risking a lot of time.
Exactly.
Okay.
You've got it perfectly. So long as you understand it, then we don't need to have any more discussion. And it's probably safest if I don't come back for a while.
Okay.
I'm going to say the same to him. So good luck, Bluey Sparks. And when this comes to an end, as I am sure it will, as I can sense it, this journey, make sure it has a happy ending.
Okay. Can I give you a hug?
I don't do hugs.
Shit. Okay. Does the person who makes the food, do they give hugs?
Gerald, yes, you can go to the kitchens and give him a hug.
Okay.
He'll love that. You kind of waft, you're just like, oh! And find Gerald, who's just like kneading some dough and is like, oh, up! The boys are attacking each other. Hey, up, dear! And you just give him a hug. He's like, oh, right there! Don't know who he is. Why has he got this awful, terrible West Country accent?
Sorry, Gerald, that also thank you, and also you make great bread.
It's fine. If I leave this place, I'll turn to dust.
I only want what's best for you.
Won't we all?
Okay. I'd go back to the main room and ask Cyrillos if I can take a bit of food.
Says, okay. You take a big plate of dips and tapenade. They're having a bit of a standoff. It's quite funny.
I was like, can I do that too? And Nala's like, absolutely not.
He wants to iron. So you leave Cyrilos's mansion.
Thank you.
And Ulster, you head off to find Loran.
I've got Loran.
You've got Loran. The door closes behind you and he just immediately holds you again and buries his face in your hair and just holds you there.
I think, Ulster holds him back.
You know, after this is done, I think we should go very, very far away.
Saving Eldrith, you mean?
Yeah.
Of course.
Where would you go first?
To Feywild with you.
Mm-hmm. Wow. It means a lot to think about now that I'm not in my family anymore. My dad was really upset about that.
You have a family.
Mm-hmm. Just, you're my family now.
He holds your face and just says, your family loves you.
I love you too.
I love you too. We could have so many children we could build a life together. I wonder what they'd be like. I imagine if we had a boy, they would be a brilliant magician who always looked up to you and treasured you. And a girl would be a great warrior who took after Sarasa a little, and somehow, and was brilliant and arrogant and strong-willed. And really interested in smutty romance novels, but I think that's their cousin's influence.
Oh, they would have a cousin.
No, of course they do. They would have a cousin, but I don't know anything about that.
That's really got quite the imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And they call me psychic.
Not at all psychic. But we could all live in the Ice Palace together. You could... No, excuse me. The Feywild together. Valis and Droll could live there with us. And... we could all be a family.
After this is over then.
All that is waiting for you.
Well, it's just a matter of, getting a few things on the list done and then fighting a dragon. But that's not going to be too hard, is it?
That's all it'll take. Yes, of course. Auster. It's all it'll take. And just holds you. And he holds your hand. And then you just hear a... not to interrupt.
You.
Come in. It's too sad to watch all this thinly veiled truths.
Also, basically drags Loran in that room.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he in, the whole facade just drops, and he just drops to his knees and holds his head in his hands.
Loran just falls down with you.
This can't continue. This can't keep going. Sorelaras.
Sorelaras says, I am not in control. I wish I was. Because I would be a very rich man.
You would profit. How long do I have?
Until the world falls apart.
He kind of turns towards Loran.
How did you get in?
Me and Shoan have been working on something. 50 years. It's taken.
50.
Do you have any connection to your other self?
I'm not, do I? I can't see anything.
The other worlds.
They're not the same. They're just...
fragments.
I get it as close as I can. The closer it is, the easier it is. I don't remember anything after Feyways. I thought that the first time it happened, I thought I was in some sort of purgatory. Just again and again, it's been so many times.
Auster, I don't know how to tell you anything without hurting you. Now that I know it's you, all I want to do is bring you back with me, but I can't. There's another world, a real world, not this repeating cycle, not this darkness. There's a real one, and you're in it. It's waiting for you.
How can I possibly?
I don't know. I don't know how you're apart, but You are alive in that other world. And this, and he kind of holds your face, is a part of you severed, a part of your soul that's been severed away and it's trapped somewhere that I can't get to. And it's the part of you that has all of your joy, that lets you feel things.
The me that's with you, am I good to them?
Yes.
Do they love me?
Yes.
You're right, I want to know everything, but the more I know, the harder it is to act. Because I don't grow at all. Everything is just... It just feels the same.
This is the closest I've ever come to getting you back. Through this door.
You want to get me back so desperately, am I... What's... He kind of holds around his shoulders. If I am part of a soul, what happens to a soul when it's split?
Do you remember Karul?
Yeah.
We were able to reform the whole man from the fragment that was trapped in his contract.
Yes. More or less.
The same amount of his soul that was trapped in that contract, I believe, is the same amount that you have lost.
You're saying I'm becoming a... I don't even know what happened to him. He was just evil. So...
You would never be evil.
Why do you look so scared?
If I stay, then I can make sure, I can use my magic, I can make sure that this one works. But the longer I stay, the harder it becomes to leave. And I can't leave them without both their parents.
What do you mean, both their parents?
When I'm in here, especially now, recently, I'm not there anymore. I'm not present.
And where am I? I'm not there for them. What am I doing?
We're together.
In what capacity? You're not being honest with me.
I am being honest with you, I can't speak.
Can you make sure I never hurt anyone? Especially not them and not you. Please.
Of course.
Can you repair a soul?
Yes. You can, I'm sure of it. I have all my time is dedicated to this. I have done nothing except research every avenue that I can to save you, protect you, heal you.
Can I do an insight check on
Yeah.
Plus 22.
Okay, insight check. What do you want to know?
He says he's kind of speaking with an almost deranged fervor.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know if it seems like Loran has changed a lot from the person I knew, and if it seems like he's put himself at risk in any way.
The answer to putting himself at risk is definitely, because you just get the impression from the way he's speaking that the kind of magic, the level he's talking about is like is crazy. And whether he's hurt himself or physical harm, you can't see, but he has changed. He looks more mature, a bit more tired, and he has shaved off his goatee, guys. Monumental. It's a illusion in the other world. It is not. He doesn't care about the illusion here.
Ulster takes Loran's face between his hands and just turns it. Have you? He kind of looks at Sorella suspiciously. You two work together.
We do, yes. He doesn't let me near someone, though. A prodigy, but a good idea. I would use him.
What have you done to him?
Him. Showed him how to help you. The rest he did himself.
What have you done?
Nothing. That he did not ask me to.
He looks at Loran. What have you done?
I established a university. You founded a country. I founded a university.
What have you done to yourself?
Nothing.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar.
I can tell.
I'm not lying. All that I've done to magical items.
What have you done to yourself to get this far?
Nothing you would not expect of me.
I don't expect you to hurt yourself.
I'm not hurting. The closer I get to you, the more I heal.
He looks at Sorella. Is that the truth?
I can't speak for him. However, I can remind you that time is precious and you need to leave.
I don't want to leave.
You have to. There's no choice.
He kind of looks back at the man. Please don't tear yourself apart over me.
How can I not?
You know where. I don't know why I'm here, but I do know what happened to me at Feyways. I know. And I'm sorry.
Ulster, do not speak. Do not speak of it. Just let me guide you and walk out that door. I will come back for you. If my beliefs are correct, my hypothesis, then if this world is able to resolve without falling apart, if you can save Eldrith, then I can bring you home.
If you can get me out, then of course I want to go. I want to be free. But I don't want that to be at the cost of you or my children.
You do not get to speak on this. You don't know what's happening.
No, I don't, because I can't.
So you must trust me. You have to. You have no choice but to trust me, and that I have your best interests at heart, and that I am helping everyone, our family. I am doing everything for you and for
want
them.
you to do something for yourself.
This is for myself. This is for me.
You spent 50 years on this.
Do you think every single one of those was spent wallowing in sadness? At least 30 plus more were dedicated to you. You haven't always been in such a dire state that I have had to give up everything to find you. That is a revelation of the last year or two, perhaps.
What dire state is that?
None that I've not already told you. Your soul is torn apart.
If you can't get me out,
I can get you out. You have to stop this now. And you have to trust me. Ulster, and he takes your shoulders. You must trust me.
I trust you, but my continued existence tortures people.
You don't understand.
Bluey is trapped here with me.
Bluey is already dead. Bluey died on the material plane.
So did I.
And you came back. But Bluey died of natural causes. By Sylvanas' will, do you expect me to bring her back?
No.
He would not allow it?
Loran, if her soul is here, if Sleer is pulled in and out, if I am in a dire state that has caused you...
I believe fundamentally that if Bluey is here, it is because she chooses to be here. Because she loved you and she wants to protect you. If Sleer is here, it is because her blood holds the barrier closed between Feyways and our world. And for no reason other. If they are here, it is because they are meant to be here. It is not my fault, and it is not my doing, and it is not yours.
I'm not blaming you at all.
Then stop blaming yourself.
If you can't get me out of here, you need to end. You need to release the rest of my soul.
And this is why. This is exactly why. You need to be reunited. Because the Ulster I know, the Ulster in the real world, would never accept this.
I would say exactly that. You knew me for 2 years. You've known that thing for 50.
I know you.
I would rather die than torture the people I love. And I can't escape this because the rest of my soul is back there.
Okay, Loran stands away from you and looks over you to Sararas and just says, he does not understand. He is not whole.
I do understand. I'm capable of understanding everything. You just told me that a fragment could become a whole person again.
Yes, but Karul was released.
I want to be released.
And you will be.
But if I can't be...
You will be!
He turns to Sararas. If I can't be...
Oh, if you can't be, that's a conversation between you and I will ask Loran to leave because there are other parties interested in your soul.
You're going to sell my soul off.
Most likely. It would go to waste otherwise. I wouldn't simply destroy it. That, and I will need to free Bluey up somehow. Obviously, we need to find where you are. But once that's done, and you hear Loran move, and then you just see a fist connect with Sorelleras's face, and he just like.
Okay.
I deserve that.
You really did.
Yeah. Sometimes I say terrible things for dramatic effect, just to feel something after so long of being alive.
And he holds a bloody nose, and they look back. Okay.
Don't sell my soul.
No, I won't sell your soul. We do have an agreement. Points to Luna. But I would advise you to cease this bitch crying and return to your world now.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! You don't get to say that because you're so old and you need to feel something. Come on,
I will
dragon!
put at this point.
Everyone line up.
No, I'm not going to touch him. Say, if my soul is reunited, I will personally take revenge for these statements.
Oh. Wonderful. I love the form of revenge in a dinner party with friends. Ulster, I'm helping you. I've been helping him this entire time. And I will continue to do so. But you should leave.
He looks at Loran. You can't come back.
I can walk through the door with you, but it won't be me on the other side. Ulster, please. He just sinks to his knees. Please, Ulster. Just trust me. I say you do. But whatever is holding you back, whatever is making you say these things, that you want me to destroy your soul, know that I would die.
I don't want that.
I would rather die than give this up. And if you tell me to stop, you have to understand that you're telling me. You know what you're telling me. There are people here. Bluey is here. Slia is here. I don't know when, but she is here. And they will help you.
I just don't want people to be in pain anymore because of me.
The people, few as they are, who are working with me, are doing it because they love you more than anything. I can't count the amount of times you've laughed, you've loved, you've brought joy, even as you are now. And I won't let you convince me that what I am doing is wrong. You've never been able to before. So come, let me walk you through the door.
He'll go to Loran. You have to leave right now.
He looks back at Sorelleras. Can I have like an hour and a half? And Sorelleras just looks like, ugh. It's your loss. And just clears the table and just walks off.
Also, I will offer his hand to Loran.
Indeed you do. And we fast forward 1 hour and a half, and who knows what happens in that time. I couldn't tell you. And you then, with slightly ruffled hair and your buttons done up wrong, you put a hand on the door, and Loran says, all right. When I walk through here, a part of me will stay behind.
Until I see you again then.
I hope.
Meantime, I'm planning on sailing far away as Ulsterdane.
I would have liked that.
Well,
But I think you'll like being a king more.
at the moment I'm just avoiding any route that takes me to Feyways. It's worked so far.
And you open the door. Loran gives you a kiss. And you walk through. And as you walk through on the other side, Loran just kind of blinks and says, whenever we go to his house, I always have the worst headache at the other end.
Must be the gluten.
The gluten? The lactose from those whipped feta dips. You guys can all have a long rest. And Slia, if you wish to, you may commence your journey to the seedy underbelly of Ironstone. Is that something you're still interested in doing?
Does the group think it would be useful for
Everybody's in their jammies. You've all laid out bedrolls, pushed bedrooms, etc. Everybody, Ulster and Sparks approach closed doors with trepidation.
If you're going to the seedy underbelly, I think Ulster will just be like, maybe you shouldn't go by yourself. Maybe that would be a bad idea considering last time you wandered off by yourself, you got stabbed and died.
Well, I'm not going to be deliberately putting a target on my back by wearing a face anybody would recognize.
Well, you don't know, random crime can be a really big problem in seedy underbellies. I think we should go with you.
Sarasa says,
Not you, you're too tall and stand out.
Right. I will keep the room at a good temperature and the fire stoked. Danielle says, I've just put my hair into ribbons, and if I go outside like this, what the hell? I would be so embarrassed.
I mean, I wasn't going to oppose Sarasa, just that he would need to dress down.
Mm-hmm.
Sarasa says, but then if I go, Danielle is here by herself. And then Luca says, not by herself.
Oh, you?
What?
Why don't you just put a ring on it right now? Save us all time.
Does anyone have a ring?
I used to have 2 spare.
Can I have one of them?
And I gave them both back.
Oh, that's a shame. He undoes one of his braids and pulls out one of the hair rings. Give me a pinky, Danielle. And Danielle's like, bitch, give me a pink diamond. And he's like, can this just be a placeholder? She's like, marriage. It's crazy how this happens.
Ding dong, ding dong. Oh, but you will have to have a royal wedding since I stole the chance from everyone in the Messiah of having a royal wedding. So.
What about when Alabek has a royal wedding?
He's not engaged anymore.
Danielle goes, ooh. Oh well, okay. Well, I'm not going. I'm going to hang out with my fiance and my dad. Looks over at Sarasa.
Okay, then that leaves us.
And me.
Well, you know seedy underbellies, don't you?
I do. And I also am a wizard, so I can do this. And he slightly alters his appearance to give himself horns. I'm so different now.
So One.
They're not real. Zoom.
Oh.
Devastating. I know. I'm not quite as cool as Jaral.
Can I have horns?
Actually, whoa. Guys, I remember a bit of lore that I completely forgot, which is that Jaral's horns were an illusion. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He tried to get everyone to tug on them. That was great. I think I actually really did away with that in the later game. Yeah. But it was fun in that moment.
Can I have horns?
Sure, everybody gets horns. Bluey, your horns turn into cat ears. And now we are unrecognizable.
What do I get?
You get bunny ears. And horns. Jackalope.
Like a fur
Emma,
ball.
Yes.
do we get the advantage of a long rest or no?
Yes, you do.
I did just do. Okay, good. Okay. Alright.
Just take it. I'm sure it's happened at some point over this day or the previous one. That goes for everyone. You can all have taken the benefit of the long rest at some point. I will say, Loran will use. Let me see what spell he has. Now, this is too big. I think he can do this, actually. No, he can't do this. Devastating. He will use a scroll of seeming, which I have given him just now to make this plot point smooth. Ulster, you can turn into an Ulster Furbolg. Not much changes except they live underwater. Get it? Oh, wait, you don't know that song. I remember we've had this conversation before. You don't know Year 3000 by Busted. Anna, do you know who Busted is? Do you know who McFly is?
Marty
God, I'm
McFly.
British and alone. It's fine.
Sorry.
If you were 9, when I was 9, they were
Which Anna and I were.
in the UK.
Uh-huh.
You guys wouldn't have been able to escape Busted and McFly.
I was definitely in the UK.
Carrie Hope Fletcher, his brother, is the lead singer of McFly, Tom Fletcher.
Just don't remember Busted.
And your great granddaughter was pretty fun. That's literally one of the lyrics.
That's a terrible lyric.
It is terrible. The video is crazy. Okay, so basically, you guys all get transformed. Sparks, what would you like to be?
A tall. I want to be Laos.
Laos? Who is Laos?
Is that from Dungeon?
Dungeon Meshi?
I don't know, I'm wrong.
It is. It is.
Yeah, it is. I want to be him.
Wait, isn't he kind of psychotic because he just eats everything? I don't know anything about this character except that I've seen some really fun memes of him.
He has a great fixation on eating monsters. Yeah.
Okay,
But,
great.
like,
You
he
are
looks
Laos
very
Coden.
unassuming.
Great. Okay,
He's
you
like
turn into
Indian
Laos, a human man with blonde hair. And Loran will turn. Oh, kitties! Oh, kitties! Loran will turn into. Let me think.
Tiefling, right?
A tiefling, yes, a tiefling with classic red skin and golden eyes.
Oh man, you went from pansexual to bisexual.
Don't try and label me, dear. You'll only get it wrong. And Sleer, what are you?
Okay. My brain went, ooh, what if, because I was thinking human woman, and then I'm like, wait a minute.
Oh, that looks like a silhouette.
Then my brain went to Fallon,
Who's Fallon?
Leos'
Also
sister.
from Dungeon Meshi.
We're walking around with the Dungeon Meshi cast.
So would her name be Fallon Toden?
Yes.
Meshi means dungeon food.
It does mean. Oh, yeah.
Meshi.
Yeah, dungeon meal. It's so funny.
Does it?
Okay, cool. So you guys are super cray, and you turn into 2 humans, a furbolg, and a tiefling. Super unsuspecting, entirely normal.
Forster enjoys the new breadth of his pink nose.
So does Rat.
No, no,
He gives you a nuzzle.
Cute.
It's cute. As 2 humans, a tiefling,
Walk into a bar.
and a furbolg. I'm just writing all that down. Furblog.
Fablog.
Okay. Oh.
I love how it's just become kind of headcanon that if Ulster was a different race, he'd be a Fablog.
It's so right for him. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. It's so right for him. Tiefling, I think, is quite right for Loran.
Oh, yeah. If you had to pick like a non-human-esque race.
Oh, okay, I pick a non-human race. For Loran? Oh, that's really hard.
Tabaxi.
Tabaxi, yeah, let's be real. A Tabaxi and a furbolg fall in love.
Oh.
And Thomas is really
And Thomas is
Yeah.
so happy about it. Okay, so you guys all gear up as these characters. You get your personas on, and
My
Some-
persona is called Periwinkle. Ulster tells everyone.
Loran says, "My persona is called Musk."
Terrible.
I'm writing that down.
Periwinkle and Musk. What about you guys?
Oh, this like the human persona.
The human, the Husona.
I guess like humans are still furry somewhat, and it's not what Bluey is usually. So I guess this is kind of like a persona.
Wait, the opposite of a fursona is just a persona. So what's your persona?
Yeah, what's your persona?
Oh, persona non grata.
Grata, did you say?
Non grata. Like I can't just be Leos. I don't know.
Why don't you? Loran says, if you can't come up with the name, I'll
Derek.
come up with it for you. That was going to be my first
John.
guess. How did you know? John. Derek John.
Derek John.
Derek Johnson. Oh, looks over at Aylin's human and says, "You should be John Derrickson." And I will be John Derek.
Thanks.
Guys, I've been awake
I'll
for a long
just I'll go with Joy.
That's cute.
They actually do have personas, and I'm sending the art.
Oh, they do, yeah. I do this for a one shot that we did. So funny.
Oh. Well, so what was Loran's? Did Loran have a
Musk was his name.
Musk? That's it. Thank you.
They had
Right, so-
900 children in the Humblewood.
It's okay, not Loran. Also, I just kept throwing them out, and they
Yeah.
were all fennec foxes because
That
we
was the
decided that was the closest match between a bunny and a fox. Was a fennec fox.
I have 14 on the way tomorrow.
Anna, your face! That was so funny.
900.
900. Yeah, because Ulster's a bunny
And a bottom.
on the bottom. There are bottoms for love.
It's true.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anna's just getting her head around that number, like 900 nuclear missiles.
That's so many.
And always losing
what-
track.
oh,
I missed that. Sorry.
They were always losing track.
Yeah.
They kept getting out of the bag of
So, yeah, you remember.
the pen
I
of
remember
holding.
this.
Just
The
getting-
pen of holding. That's so cute.
The pen of holding. Oh, I've lost some. It's down to 870 now.
No, we'll go find them later. Loran has a net on his back to catch all the kids. The child snatcher. This is what his nickname for Carol is.
Probably a wolf.
Uh.
Lala, you're stretching. Oh, getting back into. Oh, whoa. Sorry, he's so cute.
Everything he does is perfect.
Emma, we should probably wrap up.
Yes, I'm just going to say that you guys get into your sonas, you practice your monologues, etc. Sarah, Daniel, and Lucas bid you all farewell, and you guys head to some of the seedier bars that you have contacts in. I think, considering Loran, considering Slia, you two having lived here, you would probably want to head in the direction of actually where Sai made contact with you, and try and go to the lower city in hopes of maybe contacting him, considering he has a sort of connection to the Thieves Guild and that kind of web. Teleportation is not an issue. So once you have a location, Loran basically says, we can go there immediately and we can find out what's what. And if Big Ed is there, and if so, what he's done with the gauntlet, and
Let's get him.
get him so that you guys can take the final push to Eldrelith. And so that's it. I think we'll wrap up there because I'm very EP. Been awake since early dawn, and I'm getting crazy.
Well, it was another punchy session. Well,
Wee woo.
well, I'm going away to Italy soon.